Hey everybody, I want you to meet my brand new friend Pete.
Hey guys.
It's pretty crazy, but I'm at a positive motivational seminar, sort of what I do. Go for networking and to clear your head and get away from stuff. And Pete was walking past me in the hall. I don't even think I recognized him from yesterday. And I said something to him, like, what time are they meeting? And I don't know how we got to this point, but we have some kindred heartstrings going on because my family's went through. I'm raising my two teenage daughters without a mother for the last 3 years. I'm mom and dad, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've had some major struggles in that area. Really made some strides here recently. Got my youngest daughter out of rehab, and she's doing fantastic. So me and Pete started talking. Pete's got an incredible story. Pete, how old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
Pete's 33 years old. He's got an incredible story. Pete, tell us what you were using back in high school and how it all started.
So before I graduated high school, I was a heroin addict using on a daily basis.
When did that start? Sophomore, junior, senior?
It started when I was 15 years old.
15 years old, yeah. And alcohol, coke, what else?
All of it. Alcohol, cocaine, heroin, oxys.
All right, how old are you now?
33.
33. How long have you been clean?
I got sober when I was 25. Mother's Day, May 11, 2008 was my sobriety date.
That's when lightning struck and everything changed.
Yep, after a failed suicide attempt.
So, what changed in your life and in your mind to be clean and have a strong message now?
So this was not the first time at sobriety, the first attempt, but what changed was action. So my mother got me a book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay.
You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hill
L. Hay.
L. Hay, okay.
And it's all about
H-A-Y?
H-A-Y, yeah. Okay. It's all about positive affirmations and changing the way you think and changing your life ultimately.
A lot of people don't think positive affirmations work. They think they're just words, rah-rah cheerleading, that it will go away. But what I say is you need a shower every day, right?
That's right.
You stink at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So how did positive affirmation book given to you by your mother get you clean?
Well, there was a lot of other forces at work, but I had such a negative self-image of who I was. I just thought I was this low-life junkie that was never going to achieve anything in life. And that's why I tried to commit suicide. But once I started reading this book and putting into practice the principles that were in the book, I started to change the way I thought. And I started to change the way I looked at myself and reprogram my conscious mind and my subconscious mind, and I haven't been the same since.
Pete, I got a question for you. How does a guy snorting coke, doing heroin, shooting up into heroin who wants to kill himself, how do you start reading a positive affirmation book and implement anything?
That's a great
How do you start?
Question. It's a great question. I was always attracted to things spiritual, even while I was using. So for me, it just was a part of who I was. You know, but to answer the question for millions of Americans, desperation, you'll look for anything that you can find power in. You know, when you're that desperate, alcohol, drugs, they beat you into a state of reasonableness where you'll start to think, maybe this can work.
All right, Pete, so my question is, you didn't do it while you're using, while you're drunk and high. What happened so that you could clear your head a little bit to implement the affirmations and get some momentum?
I got separated from the alcohol and the drugs.
How did you get separated, bro?
I had to go to detox again.
How many times?
That was my 5th time, and by the grace of God, hopefully my last time.
5th time. 24/7, how many days? Was it full-time rehab?
Yeah, it was full-time. I was there for almost 3 months. I think I was there like 80 days.
3 months. You went kicking and screaming for the 5th time.
Mm-hmm.
At what phase of that forced sobriety did you start to clear your head enough to be able to implement something from the affirmation book?
It was pretty quickly. I mean, it was a few days into it.
Okay.
I started journaling. I started meditating. I started doing all these things, writing gratitude lists. I started to write down these things, 7 things that I liked about myself for 7 days that helped build my self-esteem and my self-image, and I started to change. But I had to get separated first.
Pete, I'm going to say something, and I have never been addicted to anything except exercise. Then you're going to say something, and then we're going to end it. For me, what I do with my clients, and my clients are addicted to stuff. I'm a healthy lifestyle coach, personal trainer, mind coach. So I tell my clients come in and say, I'm depressed. My clients come in and say they're fat. They come in and say there's something. I say, do not identify yourself. You are not a fat person. You are not a depressed person. You are a great person with great ability. You were a kid, sparkling in your eyes, and something happened. And you became depressed, but you are not a depressed person. Depression can come and go. Anything can come and go. Do not define yourself. Do not say I'm fat. Do not say I'm an addict. Do not say anything that identifies yourself. Try to get a little bit of momentum. Try to get up out of bed. Throw some water in your face. Take a walk outside. Do anything. I've been through depression. I almost took my own life. That's a whole nother story. Not from addiction, but when you isolate yourself, you get really low. You can get through that, all right? I'm living a great life right now. My relationships with my kids, God and my mother are fantastic. My businesses are exploding. Now you tell me what affirmations you would suggest for someone that's in a low place. This may be not even clean at all, but is wanting to.
So good positive affirmation to start out in sobriety is I am worth. I have self-worth, I have value. I want to live a good, positive, productive life. I can do whatever I put my mind to. And you start to believe all these things and you start to make changes. Now whatever's going on in your life, you can use that as fuel to feed these positive affirmations. Those are just a couple of examples.
Pete, we're going to end this right here with this thought. How old are you now?
I'm 33.
Pete's at an empowering motivational seminar. He's been clean for how many years?
8 years, just celebrated 8 years.
8 years. It started with his mom, probably at her wit's end, because I know what it's like for a parent to be at their wit's end, gave him a book. 5 times full-time rehab and didn't work the 4 times. The 5th time something tripped. All right, since then, what have you done and what are you doing now to live an incredible, fulfilled life, to give back?
So I've always had even when I was using, I was attracted to growing. I know it sounds so ridiculous, but I was the heroin addict that was reading the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And since I've been sober, I was unemployable before I got sober, and since I've been sober, I've had great jobs, I've had great successes, making 6 figures a year, driving luxury vehicles.
That's 100 G's, buddy.
Yeah, I bought a house 3 years into recovery. But that's not even the best stuff. That's the stuff I can measure. The best stuff is I've been able to help others. I've been able to help other young men, new in recovery, see that there is a way that they can achieve things beyond they thought possible, and encourage them and inspire them and motivate them by telling them my story, but believing in them. And once they see that they can do it, and once they buy into their belief system,
you can do it.
Anybody can do it. That's right.
That's right. I never knew this guy until about 10 minutes ago. I got a feeling that we're going to meet each other again, motivate and inspire people. I'm from Chicago. You guys know that because I'm speaking to you at Chicago Inner Schools and probably some surrounding areas as well. Pete, you're out on the East Coast, Beantown, but you're opening up a business. You're starting your own business. Right. In what town?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, and he's going to be online everywhere around the world, maybe together with me, at inspiring young people, old people, that you are bright, wonderful, incredibly intelligent, and you have all the technology right before your eyes. If you get your crap straight, you can become a multimillionaire that's strong and responsible and living the most joyful, long life and inspiring the ripple effect out. We love you, and you do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Are you ready?